think you can do it every day of the week.
You sound like a smart man.
And the smart man has some advice for you.
What's that?
Tell your agent to stay by his phone. That's right. If there's any way we can get you here, we will.
Move, man. What are you doing?
We got our foot in the door. The Nuggets have offered you a 10-day deal.
Why not a year?
Because you're an undrafted, unproven commodity. But they saw enough to take a flyer on you. So you have exactly 10 days, 240 freaking hours to show that you belong. You perform, you got a shot at a guaranteed deal for the rest of the season. We both live to breathe another day. You don't, you got a shot at being last in a long line of might have beens. And I'm probably out on the street, too. Living in this rat hole.
Hold up. Rat hole? This is all I can afford, because you didn't get me drafted.
Let's call it a charming fixer-upper. Now pack your bags. We're going to the show.
Yeah, boy. I'm going to the league. I got my foot in the door, and I'm gonna kick this sucker down, man.
You better. I don't want to ruin any more suits sitting on these vermin-infested couches of yours.
Man, this is my house he talking about. Finally, I'm in the league.
You did well in the workout and in the scrimmage.
He's a baller. You give him a legit shot, and he's gonna make the most of it. I mean, when it comes down to crunch time, there's no one...
10 days, my man. We'll see if he can swim with the big fish. If he does, he might have a shot to be signed for the rest of the year. He might even find himself a spot in the rotation. If not, son, he's back on the streets. You ready?
I'm ready, willing, and able, sir. You'll see.
Good. Get out of here. You too.
So you're the rookie that's gonna shock the world, huh?
Sure as heck gonna try.
Good. I'm glad you're here. Just remember, it's all out there for you. Work hard, listen, watch how we do. And you got a chance to be something special. Now let's see what you got.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
And now introducing your Los Angeles Clippers. In the middle, 7 feet 1 inch, number 10, Spencer Hines. Starting in small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 22, Matt Barnes. At guard, 6'5" from Michigan, number 11, Jamal Crawford. And at forward, 6'10" from Oklahoma, number 32, Blake Griffin. At guard, 6 foot from Wake Forest, number 3, Chris Ong. Doc Rivers is the head coach for your home team.
We are live at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in LA. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. You look at the Nuggets. They're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated homestand.
Well, the streak is still going, but right now they're facing a team that's going to make it.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
Here's Lawson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And Kevin, his passing is what blew me away. I mean, to see him orchestrate their offense so impeccably, that was a sight to behold.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Down low, it's Fareed and JaVale McGee. Aflalo and Chandler are on the wings. And it's Lawson in at the 1 spot. Jordan with a screen on Aflalo. Now Barnes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Clock at 4. Paul can't get it to go. And the Clippers making a switch here. Redick is checked in and stepping out onto the floor now for his very first official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Johnson. And there is the potential. For a feel-good story here, Clark, no doubt this young man didn't get selected in the draft, but has fought his way onto a team nonetheless.
And Kevin, no telling how far this journey will go, but you have to applaud him for at least making his way into an NBA game, even when things didn't look so good for him.
Clippers trail by 8.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
And Redick kicks to Griffin. Shoots a fader, and that one's good. Griffin's got his second basket.
Smart. Use that big height advantage. Get the shot off.
Well, it's hard to put a big man on him, Steve, that far from the hoop. I mean, he's versatile.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Misses from short range.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Paul kicks to Griffin. It's stolen by Hickson. Here's Foy. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Foy's got his first bucket in this one.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
It's stolen by Foy. And oh, here we go. Foy's got it, the fast break chance. Gallinari with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. And it's Foy missing.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Reddick dishes to Paul. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. To Jordan. Wide open look. The rebound by Johnson.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Robinson kicks to Gallinari. And there's the pass to Johnson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Paul for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And the horn signals the end of the first. Not much offense so far. Nuggets lead by 8. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about for a different look here? DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Hawes. Griffin comes in for Glenn Davis. Barnes, who's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Paul in for Jordan Farmar. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. And it's Paul in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Jordan. And it's Denver with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game and actually near.
Oh, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Johnson.
First of many, I would expect, Kevin. He's going to be piling up points for many years to come.
Guys, no reason to think otherwise. I mean, everything we know and everything we've seen from this guy so far point to an illustrious career.
Barnes dishes the ball. Clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Robinson goes in. Griffin with some nice D.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Good. Jordan's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, give credit where credit is due. Terrific assist inside.
They play the clock right, Steve. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right. Make sure you work the clock correctly. You get 2 possessions out of this.
26 seconds left now here in the second. Gallinari gets the screen from Johnson. And it's Gallinari missing.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Foy. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Johnson. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
And that concludes the first half. The Nuggets on top, leading by 8. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
All right, men. We've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play. We were able to throw off their offensive rhythm with good ball pressure and heads up deep. Let's keep picking their pockets and jumping in those passing lanes. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that. All right, listen, I'm putting no restrictions on you guys in terms of pace. If you think the opportunity is there to get out and run.
The second half just about to get going here.
The Clippers need to do a better job guarding against Chandler.
He has 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.